Well, hi folks. Welcome to Coffee with Job. A bit posher this morning. Nice cup. I am recording this in the morning. And these great things, ginger snap biscuits, apparently baked in Sweden, but we can eat them in Australia. They're great. So, let's turn to Revelation 21. And again, we're at verse 15, and when you read about this measuring rod and so on, I thought, we'll go on to verse 21. But there's just so much in this. Would you believe it? There really is. The beauty is in the detail. So in Revelation 21, verse 15, if you've got a Bible, go and have a look at that. We're in the context of describing the city. By the way, if my mother's watching this, sorry Mum, I'm talking and eating, which is really bad, I know. It's not the way I was brought up. But this bride, the holy city comes down. And then the angel who talked with me, verse 15, had a measuring rod of gold to measure the city, its gates and its walls. The city was laid out like a square, as long as it was wide. He measured the city with a rod and found it to be 12,000 stadia in length, and as wide and high as it is long. The angel measured the wall using human measurements, and it was about 144 cubits thick. Okay, what does that have to do with absolutely anything? So think of it this way. First of all, God created a garden in which human beings could be with him. It really was wonderful. And we got expelled from that. And then he created, or gave to the Jews the tent, the tabernacle, and in it was the most holy place. And then they got the temple, the most holy place. But only one person could enter into the presence of God. And here is a place where all his people can go. And then this angel has a measuring rod of gold. Why is that in there? What's this about the measuring rod? Well, it's from Ezekiel, chapter 40, verse 3. He took me there, and I saw a man whose appearance was like bronze. He was standing in the gateway with a linen cord and a measuring rod in his hand. The man said to me, Son of man, look with your eyes and hear with your ears, and pay attention to everything I'm going to show you, for that is why you've been brought here. Tell the house of Israel everything you see. And the whole of Ezekiel 40 to 48, chapters 40 to 48, is tied in with this measuring. And then Zechariah chapter 2, then I looked up, and there before me was a man with a measuring line in his hand. I asked, where are you going? He answered me, to measure Jerusalem, to find out how wide and how long it is. Well, again, this is what this is referring to. And the key thing here is that it is as wide and high as it is long. It's 12,000 stadia. It's right to leave it at that rather than refer to it as, I think it's about 1,400 miles or 2,200 kilometers, which is pretty big for a city. It's a very, very big city. But I don't think you're supposed to take that literally, by the way. One of the reasons for not doing so is that the wall was 144 cubits thick, which is about 65 meters, and basically for a city that big and that high, that doesn't just really make an awful lot of sense. These are figurative terms. It's not a literal description of heaven. But the point is, it's as wide and high as it's long. That's like the most holy place in the temple, which is a perfect square. This is a perfect square. And it indicates two things: God's protection and God's presence. Notice the phrase as well there, human measurement. I think that's to say for humans. Sorry about that. So you've got this perfect city with the presence of God and the protection of God for his people. That's really what he's teaching. He's saying, we got thrown out, we're being let in. One other thing, some commentators note this. They note that verses 16 and 17 has a striking similarity to ancient descriptions of the city of Babylon. And Babylon had a river going through it. Babylon had a main street with trees on either side. Some have suggested that 21:15 to 17 is really describing a pyramid reflecting the Babylonian ziggurat, which also housed a temple and purported to touch the heavens. If that's intentional, if that's what John is doing here as well, through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, the angel revealing it to him, then what he's doing is he's contrasting the false city of Babylon with the real city of the New Jerusalem. Whatever it is, anyway, I think it's a beautiful picture, and I think it's a lovely image, and I think it's a very reassuring one. And since this is Friday, I won't see you till Monday when we'll continue to look at this. If you want to join us on Sunday for Coffee and Revelation, for Songs for Sunday, feel free to do so. And the new Quantum podcast is out just now as well. So God bless you and see you then. Bye.